Hey there, my name is Leah. I'm with Sebastian Van Tiskrier from Team Social Anxiety Solutions. So last week, I was saying that there is a journey involved from being socially anxious to having effortless social ease. Now, if you have started the journey, that's great. For some of you who have been going through the journey for quite some time now, you may have already experienced progress or shifts, and truly, it does feels great. Your tapping and your inner works are now paying off. But at times, you will find that the journey seems to be an up and down journey. And by that I mean, before you're already feeling less anxious, and now you're starting to get socially anxious again. So then you ask, are the results permanent? Am I not tapping enough? Why am I feeling so low or anxious? Well, last month, I was already perfectly feeling awesome. And now you're starting to get demotivated. You feel stuck. And you're even thinking, is it about time to give up? First, you have to understand what's going on. So then you will be able to address the problem better. So now I give to you our social confidence coach, Sebastian, to explain why does the up and down journey happens. Here you go.
People often ask me, well, are the results permanent when you do this tapping? And, how often do I have to tap? I just want to talk to that today. So, yes, the results are permanent. However, it may seem like the results are not permanent when you're not addressing all the aspects of the problem. So, when you think about your social anxiety problem, it is actually quite a complex problem, and it consists of many aspects. So many smaller parts that make up the problem. So when I work with a client, I can break his problem down into smaller pieces, and one part of the problem is the bodily sensations that he experiences when he's in a social situation. So, like the heart racing, the lump in the throat, the tightness in the chest, maybe sweating, um, blushing in the face, you name it. And so that's one aspect. So that's one part. Then, another part is the memories that have caused or contributed to his social anxiety, the beliefs that he's having that are causing or contributing to his social anxiety, like there's something wrong with me, people don't like me, I should look cool, I can't lose face, you name it. There are tons of beliefs. An example of a memory might be, well, the time when I read out loud in front of the class and I was made fun of, or the time when my dad scolded me, or whatever. So another aspect might be another smaller part of the overall social anxiety problem might be smaller parts of memories. So say that we have that memory of, well, the time when dad scolded me. When you think about it, it actually consists of multiple parts. So it's not just the whole memory, it is, he looks at me and it's the look in his face. That's a smaller part of that memory. When he wags his finger at me, that's another smaller part of the memory. The sound of his voice, that's another smaller part of the memory. And all these smaller parts of these memories need to be addressed. All the memories need to be addressed. All the beliefs need to be addressed. All the bodily sensations need to be addressed. Every aspect of the problem needs to be addressed in order for you to have complete relief on the problem. So a little metaphor might be that when you think of your social anxiety problem as a pizza, you break down that, whenever you have a pizza, if you have a nice pizza guy, he slices up the pizza into smaller pieces for you. You might have 12 pieces, or you might have 10 pieces, or whatever. Same with your social anxiety problem. Every smaller part is like a pizza slice. Now, the good thing is when you address a memory thoroughly, for example, so say that you take that memory of your dad, getting upset with you, and you address it fully, you use the tapping to clear it completely, and you can't get upset about it anymore, even if you try, then you've metaphorically eaten that pizza slice. And that pizza slice, you're going to congest it, it's going to go certain places, it's going to go, it's gone. It cannot come back anymore. You cannot eat that pizza slice again anymore. And that's the same thing for the tapping. So um, that's how you go about it. So then you work through the other slices of the pizza one by one until your problem is completely done. Now that's a very simplified explanation of what it is. It's a lot more complex than that, but once you thoroughly address all of the aspects, your social anxiety will be gone. Now, questions I often get is like, well, I cleared this memory, and a couple of weeks later, it is back. I thought I felt, I thought I couldn't get upset about it anymore, but a few weeks later, it is back. I still feel upset about it. Well, that's because you've missed, well, for two reasons. Either there's still some resistance to being free of anxiety, or to being free of this memory, or there's a smaller aspect of that memory that you have missed. So, for example, when you take the same example with your dad, you might, if you break that memory down, it might consist of 5 smaller parts. And when you do your tapping, you clear 4 of the smaller parts, and it's the fifth one you're not aware of. And month later, you still feel a bit upset. Well, you haven't addressed that 5th part of the memory, right? Or some resistance has come up. So some part of you doesn't want to let go of the memory completely. So, and there might be like, well, I don't want to forgive him. Or it's not safe to let go of this completely because then I'll have to do X, Y, Z. And so you then simply address the resistance that comes up, or you address the smaller aspect that wasn't addressed fully yet, and then you move past the memory completely. So it actually doesn't happen that often. I'd say maybe in 5% of the cases or something. If you've thoroughly cleared a memory, you're done with it. Now, another more common thing is that people make progress on their social anxiety, so they feel less anxious, and then it comes back. So why does that happen? Well, it happens for a variety of reasons.
Okay, I had to cut that for now, as that already gave answers on why the up and down journey happens. Because, like I said, when you understand what's going on, it helps you deal with the problem better. If you want to watch that full video, that 17 minutes video about how to permanently eliminate your social anxiety using the EFT technique or the emotional freedom technique, also known as tapping technique, you can go to the link provided in the description section of this episode. Now, if you want us to help you address the smaller pieces of your social anxiety problem so you can overcome your social anxiety completely, I recommend you to go to our website and see the solutions we offer on how we can support you on this journey. Go to www.socialanxietysolutions.com. That's all for now. See you next Thursday.